Hi everybody, this is the Search Buzz video recap. Today is Friday, July 26, 2013. My name again is Barry Schwartz, and this is the news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at seroundtable.com. So again, this is sponsored, I think this might be the last week, this is going to be sponsored by EliteFlyers.com. We probably sent out, I don't know, almost all the t-shirts. I think we have a few white, medium-sized t-shirts left. I spent at least a few $100s, probably more, sending these out. But of course, Elite Flyers went ahead and sponsored this and actually gave us t-shirts and stuff like that. Listen in if you want to learn how to maybe win the rest of the t-shirts at the end, and I'll go ahead and start this recap. It wasn't a crazy week. I covered a story about, now again, this is just probably not true, but basically a Webmaster World SEO thread talking about how he wanted to test to see how Google actually enables or tracks or improves some of these rankings when your conversion rate actually increases. So what he did was he actually dropped his prices significantly on his website, and he saw a twofold increase in his conversion rate. He also saw the bounce rate drop significantly, and time on site spent went up because of the drop in price. What he saw afterwards was a couple days after that, he noticed his rankings spiked up higher in Google. A lot of the rankings went up tremendously. 40 results, 100 results, from result 12 to 5, stuff like that. So he saw some significant changes in his rankings. And he's asking, is it due to an increase in user activity on his website? Of course, is very, very, very skeptical at it, as you should be, and as I would be. Next, Joe Hall on ThreadWatch went ahead and posted asking, would you penalize Google Ventures? Not specifically the website, but an investment by Google Ventures. So Google invested through Google Ventures in RetailMeNot, as well as some other sites. And if you look at their rankings, it's absolutely unbelievable. So he went ahead and wrote a post about covering why he says is it safe? Is it Google Venture software product or Google Ventures website safe from Google's wrath? Truth is, Google has went ahead and actually penalized their own sites in the past, so I wouldn't think so, but obviously there's a lot of critics out there, a lot of people who are skeptical. Google's Matt Cutts went ahead and answered a video question. He answered, when is it okay to hide content? Because you specifically use that expandable Ajax-y type of technique to go ahead and expand or collapse content. Matt Cutts said, yes, you can, assuming you're not doing it to manipulate Google search rankings. He has a whole video on it. I posted the transcript as well as the video this morning on July 26th. If you want to listen to it, basically you can do it as long as you're not trying to manipulate Google. Matt Cutts in another video pretty much said, don't worry about duplicate content across your terms and conditions and stuff like that. The only time you really have to worry about duplicate content is specifically when you are doing it to keyword stuff and stuff like that. Again, Matt Cutts, as well as Google, has said time and time again that there is no specific penalty for duplicate content. So that's what he's trying to explain. But yet, as an SEO webmaster, you should really try not to have so much duplicate content across your domain name, because obviously Google will have to determine which page they want to rank. And that might feel like a penalty to most SEOs and webmasters. I had to cover this. Basically, I saw a Black Hat forum thread talking about how I spun articles the right way, yada yada yada. I spun articles the right way, quote, the right way. I'm spinning articles the right way. Is there a right way to actually spin articles? I ask. Ultimately, that site that has spun articles will eventually probably get hit by some type of algorithm in the future by Google. That's specifically stuff that Panda and other algorithms go after at Google. So obviously there's a right way to do it. I remember I saying you have to do it where there's 70% uniqueness across the content, but at the same time, just to use the word the right way around spamming just seems fun and interesting. So can you redirect a Google penalty? So for example, you have a site that was penalized by Google, you decide to start a brand new website. Should you 301 redirect the penalized website to your new website? The answer is probably not. You should not go ahead and pass along a penalty from one site to the other. Typically, that penalty will pass along, especially if it's from the same owner and it's similar content. So don't go ahead and do that. It doesn't sound like a great idea. Google AdSense has confirmed they are now showing favicons favorite icons in some of the text ads for Google AdSense. We reported about this back in 2005, as well as just earlier this month, and now Google has confirmed that it's actually official. Google AdSense has also added a feature to go ahead and to give you the ability to control your time zone for reporting preferences. So you can actually do that now in your account settings, and that will help you get your reporting to be more on track with your actual sleep patterns. Google has upgraded their AdWords Help Center to make it much more graphically appealing from the previous version. You should definitely take a look at that. Google has revised their advice on what you should do when you actually move your business in Google Places or Google Maps. And they came out with 5 points on what you should do. This is an update to our post in February where Google actually said this is what you should do. Now there's an updated version of it if you wanted to do it. On July 25th, we posted about it. I'm still struggling through mine. In fact, just last week, I actually went ahead and finally got through to Google and got them to update my Google Place listing. I've been trying through the forums, I've been trying through email support, nothing happened. So what I actually did was call. There's a way to call if you're in the States, and calling actually fixed my problem in a matter of minutes, to be honest. Google Analytics and AdSense come to Google Glass, so now I can actually get on my Google Glass the actual analytics or AdSense for my favorite sites right in my eye, so it's pretty cool. Chad actually built that. Google reported their earnings. In short, their revenue was up 19%, their paid clicks were up 23%, but their CPC, cost per clicks, were down 6%, which is a big drop compared to what they normally used to, which actually resulted in their stock actually dropping. And finally, yesterday we had a very, very cool logo for Ms. Franklin, who came up with not the first, but a DNA, an X-ray diffraction image of the DNA, which actually ultimately led to the discovery of the double helix, and obviously led the DNA scope of what we know today. She only lives 37 years old. She died from cancer at a young age. She was born in the UK and died in the UK. And Google had a special logo for yesterday for her 93rd, what would be 93rd birthday. So that pretty much recaps the Search Buds video recap. Now, I don't know if this is going to happen, but if you have any cool ideas in terms of what you would like elite flyers maybe to make next time, they do promotional wear, clothing, and also gimmicks and swag and stuff like that. If they are receptive to your idea and they go ahead and approve it, what I'll do is I'll send you the remaining t-shirts if you come up with that idea, as well as I will go ahead and send you the first swag item they give me, and I'll give it to you. Again, I don't know if they're receptive to it. I haven't asked them, but if they are, go ahead and email me or comment on the video or comment on the blog post. And if they're receptive to those ideas, I will go ahead and send you that swag first, as well as give you the remaining t-shirts that we have here. Anyway, thanks so much for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. Today, again, is Friday, July 26th. My name is Barry Schwartz, and this is the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at SERoundtable.com. Everyone, have a great weekend, and thanks again to EliteFlyers.com. Bye.